Good morning. I'm Pastor Corby Johnson from the United Methodist Church in Safford, Arizona, and it is my pleasure to bring to you and share with you a morning devotion. Today is Monday, January 10th, and we're on Proverbs 29:19. If this is your first time with us, I just want to let you know that we have a full slate of the Psalms, devotions in the Psalms, that I started when COVID first began. So you can go back on our webpage or on my Facebook, Corby Johnson, and take a look at those devotions if you'd like. Today we're going to be on Proverbs 29, verse 19. And I do go slowly with these verses because sometimes they're so packed with things that we really need to hear or want to investigate that I want you to feel the full richness of the scripture. Proverbs 29:19. Servants cannot be corrected by mere words. Though they understand, they will not respond. A servant pampered from youth will turn out to be insolent. I think we could change this servant language into employee. Employees cannot be corrected by mere words. Though they understand, they will not respond. An employee pampered will turn out to be insolent. That kind of gives it a little bit different flavor, doesn't it? So I want you to imagine the best way to correct or lead or guide a person that is poorly performing, not working up to snuff. Perhaps you've had a performance review that was less than you had hoped. You know what it's like to be spoken to about your performance then. The person who's talking to you goes on and on maybe about the mistakes you're making, and yet gives you guidance about how to improve the way that you're doing your job. So maybe you feel like they're piling up all these small infractions. If they just did that and let you go, then you wouldn't learn. And perhaps in your next job, you would create the same problems for yourself because you haven't learned how to improve the way you're doing your job. As an activity, perhaps it's time for each of us to look at the way that we're doing our job. What is our job performance? And what areas do you feel that you're lacking in? What areas do I feel I'm lacking in? Are there other people who are really good at that task that you're struggling with that can teach you how to better do your work? Look around. I know it's frustrating when you don't feel like you're working up to your potential. Look around and see who could mentor you. As an action, on the other hand, if you are the overseer, take some time before you approach someone who needs guidance. Remember that if you are the parent or the teacher or the manager or director, remember to speak as you would want to be spoken to. Remember, if you are pampered, spoiled, and indulged, coddled, or babied, you may never learn. Your employees need to know how to do their job, what your expectations are, and encouragement along the way. That's the key, to encourage the people that you work with. Employees cannot be corrected by mere words. Though they understand, they will not respond. A servant pampered from youth will turn out to be insolent. But walking alongside with another person, it's a joy and a pleasure for all. Thank you for joining me today, And I ask the Lord this day, wherever you are, to enter your life, to give you a sense of peace and a sense of joy. God's blessings. See you tomorrow.